Welcome everybody back to another video, and this is going to be part 2 of the trigonometry video. In this part we'll be finding angles. So we can get right into it and draw a right triangle. This will be our 90-degree angle, and if we can make, and we'll label this angle X, the hypotenuse 28, and this side over here 9. So right now we are trying to find the angle X. So first we need to label our sides. The side opposite from 90 degree is going to be hypotenuse. The side opposite from the angle X is going to be opposite. The side adjacent is going to be adjacent. So the only trig function we need to use is the one that includes opposite and hypotenuse. So that would be sine. So we can write down sine X, and X is because we're trying to find that angle, over 9, because opposite is always over hypotenuse, and sine over 28. So right now we're trying to get X by itself. So over here, for example, 4x equals 16. Right here, this is multiplication. So in this case, you divide to undo multiplication, and you would get x equals 4. Just like that, over here, we apply that and divide each side by sine. So we get x equals sine inverse 9 over 28. And that's sine inverse because we're doing the opposite of sine, just like the opposite of multiplication is division. So we should get x equals, and you can go plug that into your calculator and you should get 18.749 as the answer to the first problem. And that is this angle right here. Our second problem, we're going to be doing another another basic problem. We're going to draw a 90-degree angle, or 90-degree triangle. Label our 90-degree angle. We get x as the angle we are trying to find. We know the hypotenuse as 17 and this side as 8. So we can start off by labeling our sides that we know. Side opposite from this is opposite. Side opposite from 90 degree is always hypotenuse. The side adjacent to this angle right here is going to be adjacent. So we need to find a trig function that uses adjacent and hypotenuse. The trig function that uses adjacent and hypotenuse is cos. So we write down cos and x, because that's the angle we're trying to find right here, equals adjacent over hypotenuse always in cos. And we, just like the previous problem, we need to divide each side by cos, and we should get x equals cos inverse 8 over 17. And if we plug that into our calculator, x should equal 61.928. And that's going to be our answer for this angle right here. Our next problem, we're going to find the angle that we don't have. So what I mean by that is, I draw a normal triangle right here. I know x, I know 6, and I know 13 and 90 degree. Instead of finding this angle, we're going to be finding this one, and we can just call this angle B, and this one angle A, and this angle C, or angle X. So in order to do that, we would do what we normally do. I'm going to show you guys a long way first. So that would be, we need to label our side first. So this side opposite is opposite. Opposite from 90 degree is hypotenuse. and adjacent is going to be adjacent. So we need a trig function that uses opposite and adjacent. The trig function that uses opposite and adjacent is tan. So we write down tan x equals opposite over adjacent, so 13 over x. We divide both sides by tan, and we get x equals tan inverse 13 over 6, and x equals 65.225. And so we know that's 65.225 right here, this answer. And there's only one way with tan to do this, and that would be to get your 90-degree angle from right here and add it to this answer right here, 25, and you should get 155.225, and if you do 180 minus 155.225, you should get 24.75, and 24.75 is going to be your angle B right here. So on this problem, I'll be showing you the easy way. Last problem was a long way to find the angle we are not given. So this would be x. This would be a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to label it this time. I'm going to make this side 30 and hypotenuse 45. So side opposite from the angle we're trying to find is opposite. Side opposite from 90 degree is hypotenuse, and side adjacent to this side is adjacent. So this trig function, we're using a and h. That is going to be cos. So we do cos x equals 30 over 45. Divide both sides by cos. X equals cos inverse 30 over 45. And we should get 48.190. That's a 9 right here. And so instead of just adding this to a 90-degree angle, we could do it the other way. And that just need to erase a little part up here. So instead of doing that and adding and doing the long way, we could just find for sine. So we get sine x equals 30 over 45 from what we had over here. We do the same thing what we did for cos. X equals sine, which is divide both sides by sine, equals 30 over 45. And when we do that, I'm going to clear the screen. Actually, I'll just erase some right here. And when we do that, we should get x equals 41.8 And that, well, this would be B. And this right here would be angle B. And that would be angle B. And if you want to check, you can go in and type 90 plus 48.190 plus 41.810. And I'm going to type that in real quick. And I get exactly 180. So that is a shorter way to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned and subscribe so you can get my recent notifications. Bye.